Hey guys, welcome back. So first off, this is not a sponsored review. I bought these bulbs with my own cash money, so hopefully that buys me some shred of credibility. The bulbs I'm going to talk about today are the ones in my corner lights of my 04 Crown Vic. And just to be clear, I pulled my owner's manual, and Ford calls these the side marker for the front. And the factory replacement bulb number is a 194AK Amber. And let me give you a shot of what they look like. And believe it or not, this is actually the original factory bulb that was installed 16 years ago in my 04 Crown Vic, and it still works technically. And this is what I replaced it with. This is the Sylvania Zevo LED 168194 Amber version. And here's the package. And I know it says 6000K in the top left corner, and that's because I can't find the package. And this is an old package I've had for quite some time. I've been using these bulbs since 2012, and I'm a big fan of the quality and the longevity of this bulb, and of course they've got a lifetime warranty. So I guess this all started about a year ago when I got a hold of my very first set of LED headlights, and I installed them in my 04 Vic, and I was really impressed with how bright they were. They were about 3 times as bright as the factory halogen lights. And what I really liked about them was the color temperature. They restored that headlight color to that pure white light, and my old factory halogens had dimmed to an old dingy yellow color I really wasn't a fan of. So the downside of that to upgrading my headlights is they made the other lights on the front end of my car look almost non-existent in certain conditions, because the headlights were so bright and the other bulbs were so old and so dim. So about 3 months ago I finally replaced the parking lamp and turn signal lamp bulb, and about a month ago I finally replaced the bulb in these corner lights here. So what really lit a fire underneath me to get me going on this, because I had been ignoring the problem for so long, is I follow this guy on YouTube. His name is Dom, and he runs a channel called CRZMEDIA, and he's got a really neat 2011 Crown Vic LX, and he's got this video of him driving at night, and it really shows his headlights and tail lights, and he's got them all converted over to LED. And I was really impressed with his the bulbs that he was using in his corner lights, in terms of how bright they were and how well the light was diffused in the fixture. That's really a challenge with some LED bulbs. Sometimes you'll get a laser beam effect where it'll only shoot light in one direction, and what you really want is a full even distribution of light, and that's exactly what they had. So I left him a comment and I asked him what kind of bulbs he was using, and he said he was using these. These are the Alla lighting T10, and it's the same deal, and they're $13 for a pair. And I was about to click on them and buy them, and I started reading further into the reviews and the warranty. And just like any other LED bulb on Amazon, if you get it from Prime, you know, it comes with a 30-day cash refund policy, and after 30 days they come with a 1-year manufacturer warranty. And based on my experience, sometimes you'll get a really good set of bulbs and you don't even need to use the warranty, and then sometimes you'll get them and they're dead on arrival. So I really didn't want to deal with the hassle of trying to return some defective bulbs, or dealing with a warranty situation. So I really wanted to get some quality ones, And so I ordered these. These are the Sylvania Amber equivalent, and they're $19 for a pair. And they're really expensive. And I say they're really expensive because if I was a normal person, I could have just walked into my local Walmart and bought the factory OEM equivalent, which is these halogens, for only $5.38. So these LEDs are about 4 times the cost of what was installed in the car originally. But I've really got a problem. I'm really addicted to these LED bulbs because of how well they perform in terms of brightness, color temperature, longevity, and power consumption. So I went ahead and I bit the bullet and I bought these Sylvanias, and I've been running them for about a month, and so far I'm pretty pleased with them. And if I had to say anything bad about them, I wish they were just a little bit brighter, but that's kind of the nature of the beast, because they really only have one single LED chip in here, and it's really underdriven. It's got a big heat sink in here to keep it cool. After running this for hours and hours, there really is no heat coming out of here. So I think that's how they're able to give you that lifetime warranty, because it really doesn't generate much heat, and they're plenty bright. They're about twice as bright as a factory halogen bulb. And compare that to the Alla. The Alla's got 18 SMD chips on here. It's got 6 chips on the front and 12 chips all the way around. So of course that's going to be brighter, but also it's going to generate a lot more heat. So whenever I get these new bulbs, I like to test the power consumption, the electricity, the current draw. And I tested the factory installed halogen, and they were 242 milliamps. And I tested these Sylvania Zevos, and they only test at 27 milliamp. So that means they use 9 times less electricity than this factory halogen bulb, and that just blows my mind. So, and of course it's twice as bright, or it's about twice as bright. And I've already done a review on my parking lamp and turn signal bulb, so I already had this information, and those draw about 100 milliamps. And I did a review on my headlamps, and those draw 1200 milliamps. And I just threw that in there just for a frame of reference, and if you want to see the reviews for those, I put those down in the description below, along with Dom's link. And the last thing I'll talk about is the color temperature and fading. So back in 2009 when I got the Vic, I remember the color of these bulbs. It was very good. It was a deep gold amber color. And here's my little Roy G. Biv chart. And what I mean is, when I got them, they were right on the money amber, in this deep gold color, almost approaching orange. And now, being 16 years old, they've completely faded all the way over to this bright yellow spectrum, and in some conditions they even look white, and I really didn't like that. So these Sylvanias, or these new LEDs, have restored that color to that deep gold amber color, and I really like that. Let me give you one last look at them. I've got them connected up here to some power with a little rig. And it's really hard to pick this up on camera, the differences, because of the auto white balance of this camera, but it'll give you somewhat of a comparison. And let me turn the lights out just to help it out a little bit. So you got to give it a few seconds for the camera to adjust. Okay, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.